Good evening. This is All India Radio, and I am Sanjay Mattu with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says first 100 days of the NDA government's second term have been of development, trust and big changes. Government has taken several landmark decisions, all aimed at empowering the poor, says Union Minister Prakash Javadekar. Article 371 providing special provisions for northeastern states will not be tampered with, asserts Home Minister Amit Shah. Chandrayaan 2 orbiter locates Lander Vikram on the surface of the moon. And in US Open tennis, three-time champion Rafael Nadal to take on Russia's Daniil Medvedev in men's singles final late tonight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the first 100 days of the NDA government's second term have been of development, trust and big changes in the country. He said the government has taken several important decisions during this period, including those in the banking sector and for national security. He was addressing a public rally at Rohtak on the culmination of the Jan Ashirwad Yatra of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Haryana today.
बीते 100 दिन में देश और दुनिया ने देखा है कि हर चुनौती को, चाहे वो दशकों पुरानी हो या फिर भविष्य की हो, भारत अब हर चुनौती को चुनौती देता है। जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख का मामला हो या फिर गंभीर होता जल संकट हो, 130 करोड़ देशवासियों ने मिलकर नए समाधान तलाशने शुरू कर दिए हैं.
Prime Minister Modi said that the government has taken certain important decisions, including steps to strengthen the banking system, and it has become possible only with public support. He said that during the recent parliament session, a number of bills were passed, and the amount of work that was done had never happened in the past 60 years.
संसद के सत्र में जितने बिल पास हुए, जितना काम हुआ है, उतना किसी भी सत्र में पिछले 60 साल में नहीं हुआ है. बहुत देर रात तक बैठकर संसद सदस्यों ने चर्चाएं की, विचार विमर्श किया, बहस की, बात किया, विवाद किया, नए नए कानूनों पर चर्चा की.
The highlight of the eco-friendly rally was the no use of plastic items. Even the small party flags were made of cloth and earthen pots were used for providing water. Earlier, Mr. Modi inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of several development projects at Rohtak. Presenting a report card on 100 days of the NDA government, Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar today said, the NDA government has taken several historic and landmark decisions on an unprecedented scale. The minister highlighted key decisions of the government, including abrogation of Article 370 with a view to the betterment of the life of the common people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh.
सबसे बड़ा निर्णय हुआ 370-35 से लेह लद्दाख का नया यूनियन टेरिटरी, और सबसे बड़ी सफलता ये है कि पाकिस्तान ने यूएन से लेकर बहुत सारे दरवाजे खटखटाए, लेकिन पूरी दुनिया भारत के साथ खड़ी रही. ये एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण आयाम इसका है.
The minister said several corrupt officials were weeded out as a boost to transparency. Addressing concerns raised on GDP growth rate, Mr. Javadekar stressed that while the slowdown of the economy is cyclical, the fundamentals of the Indian economy are strong. The minister also released the booklet Jan Connect and inaugurated an exhibition on Furthering India's Development, 100 Days of Bold Initiatives and Decisive Actions on the occasion. Our correspondent has filed a report.
NDA government took the path-breaking decision of bringing Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh to mainstream by removing Article 370. Merger of public sector banks, additional credit expansion through public sector banks, fillip to automobile sector and infrastructure projects worth over 100 lakh crore rupees are some of the steps taken towards realizing the goal of $5 trillion economy. In order to ensure social justice and empowerment, NDA government abolished triple talaq, amended POCSO Act and ensured pay parity for women under the Code of Wages 2019. Jal Shakti Ministry was formed, and under Jal Jeevan Mission, drinking water for all rural households will be provided by 2024. PM Kisan has been extended to all 6.37 crore farmers, under which government is providing 6,000 rupees per year to small and marginal farmers. With Dipendra Kumar, Suparna Sekya, AIR News, Delhi.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has asserted that Article 371, which provides special provisions for northeastern states, will not be tampered with. Addressing the 68th plenary of the Northeastern Council, NEC, in Guwahati today, Mr. Shah allayed apprehensions of northeastern people regarding Article 371 following the abrogation of Article 370.
धारा 370 संविधान सभा ने टेम्पररी प्रोविजन करके रखा था और धारा 371 स्पेशल प्रोविजन है। दोनों के बीच में मूलभूत अंतर है और मैं स्पष्ट कर देना चाहता हूं, नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार 371 और 371 A to J का संपूर्ण सम्मान करती है। इसके साथ कोई छेड़खानी करने का कोई सवाल नहीं।
Mr. Shah alleged that opposition parties are trying to carry out a campaign that Article 371 will be abrogated. The Home Minister announced that the NEC will earmark one-third of its funds for priority areas in the northeast. He said that not a single infiltration would be allowed in the region. The Minister said that the development of the northeast is a priority for Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the NDA government. In Jammu and Kashmir, the administration has further relaxed restrictions as the situation there has been steadily improving. Mobile phone services have been partially restored in Kupwara and Handwara districts of the Kashmir Valley. Earlier, landline communication was restored in the entire valley in a phased manner. No untoward incident has been reported from any part of the valley so far. However, restrictions have been reimposed under Section 144 in Srinagar district as a precautionary measure on the 8th, 9th and 10th day of Muharram. Meanwhile, in yet another incident of ceasefire violation, Pakistani troops resorted to unprovoked and indiscriminate firing along the line of control in Rajouri district of Jammu division today. They targeted Indian forward posts and civilian areas. Defence spokesperson said Pakistani troops resorted to firing of small arms and shelling with mortars targeting Sundarbani and Naushera sectors of Rajouri district around 10 a.m. today. Alert Indian troops retaliated and gave a befitting reply. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. In a significant development relating to the lunar mission Chandrayaan 2, the Lander Vikram has been located on the surface of the moon. The chairman of the National Space Agency, ISRO, Dr. K. Sivan, has said a thermal image of the lander has been captured by the orbiter of Chandrayaan 2. However, in an interaction with the news agency ANI, he clarified that there is no communication yet from the lander, adding efforts are on to restore contact with it. A senior ISRO scientist told AIR News that the thermal image has been captured by the imaging infrared spectrometer that is fitted on the orbiter. The image was recorded by detecting infrared waves from the lander. Clarifying what a thermal image is, he said all materials release infrared rays which cannot be seen by the bare eyes but can be detected by infrared spectrometers. More from our correspondent.
In the orbiter of Chandrayaan 2, the imaging infrared spectrometer has come to help zero in on the location of the lander. It may be noted that the orbiter that carries the spectrometer has been given an extended lease of life by the ISRO to 7 years as against the intended life of 1 year. The news of finding the location of the Chandrayaan 2's lander using its sibling, the orbiter, is trending in social media platforms, reflecting the renewed interest and hope. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
The mortal remains of noted lawyer and former Union Minister Ram Jethmalani were consigned to the flames at the Lodi crematorium in New Delhi. The veteran jurist passed away at his residence in New Delhi this morning. He was 95. Jethmalani, a sitting member of the Rajya Sabha, was ill for some time due to age-related ailments. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have expressed grief over the demise of Ram Jethmalani. The Prime Minister paid last respects to the veteran lawyer at his residence in New Delhi. Earlier in a tweet, Mr. Modi said, India has lost an exceptional lawyer and iconic public figure who made rich contributions both in the court and parliament. He said Jethmalani was witty, courageous and never shied away from boldly expressing himself on any subject. In Uttarakhand, normal life has been disrupted following heavy rain in Chamoli district. As per reports, 3 houses have been damaged due to heavy rain. The Badrinath National Highway was also badly affected. The Disaster Management Office has informed that electric and water supply have been restored in the disaster-affected Govindghat area. Road opening work is in progress. In Madhya Pradesh, all major rivers and drains are in spate due to torrential rains for the last 2 days and drainage of water from overflowing reservoirs. Frequent opening of gates of almost all major dams is in progress. 50 districts of the state have received more than normal or normal rainfall this rainy season. Only Siddhi and Shahdol districts have received below normal rain till date. In the capital Bhopal too, intermittent showers are on since late last night. Due to the formation of a low-pressure area, heavy rain with thunderstorms are expected in the next 24 hours in various parts of the state. India has announced a humanitarian assistance of $1 million to help people in the Bahamas affected by Hurricane Dorian. In a tweet, External Affairs Ministry spokesman Ravish Kumar said, India stands in solidarity with that country in this difficult time. Saudi Arabia has reiterated its commitment to remaining a reliable and sustainable partner in hydrocarbon supplies and also on Saudi investments in India. Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Steel, Dharmendra Pradhan, who is on the first leg of his tour to Saudi Arabia, shared this on his Twitter handle after his meeting with the newly appointed Saudi Minister of Energy, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman, in Jeddah today. In an attempt to further energy ties with the oil-producing countries, Union Minister Pradhan, accompanied by an official and business delegation, is on a visit to Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates and Qatar from 7 to 12 September. US President Donald Trump has called off a peace deal with Taliban leaders and Afghan President Ashraf Ghani that sought to end America's 18-year war in Afghanistan. In a series of tweets, Mr. Trump said he had been set to meet Afghan President Ashraf Ghani and senior Taliban leaders at Camp David. However, he cancelled the meeting and called off negotiations after the group admitted to an attack in Kabul that killed 12 people, including a US soldier. The office of Afghan President Ashraf Ghani has welcomed the move, saying real peace would only be possible when the Taliban agreed to a ceasefire and direct talks with the Afghan government. Mr. Ghani's office praised the sincere efforts of its allies. It said the Afghan government is committed to working together with the US and other allies to bring lasting peace to the country. In Japan, a strong typhoon that could bring record winds and rain is poised to hit Tokyo tonight. Authorities have issued evacuation warnings amid risk of high waves, landslides and flooding. The country's meteorological agency said that Typhoon Faxai, with a wind speed of up to 216 kilometers per hour, is forecast to reach the coastal areas near Tokyo in the late hours today into Monday morning. Train operators have decided to suspend major lines in the capital during the morning rush hour tomorrow. More than 170 flights have been grounded. The storm was already affecting transport in the region. Local authorities in Ebina, west of Tokyo, asked more than 3,500 residents living in hillside areas to swiftly evacuate. In tennis, 3-time champion second-seeded Rafael Nadal will take on Russian Daniil Medvedev in the US Open men's singles final at Arthur Ashe Stadium, New York after midnight tonight. This will be the 27th Grand Slam final of Nadal's career and the first for the 5th-seeded Medvedev. In the women's singles today, Canadian teenager Bianca Andreescu stunned Serena Williams 6-3, 7-5 in the final to claim her first Grand Slam title. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says first 100 days of the NDA government's second term have been of development, trust and big changes. Government has taken several landmark decisions, all aimed at empowering the poor, says Union Minister Prakash Javadekar. Article 371 providing special provisions for northeastern states will not be tampered with, asserts Home Minister Amit Shah. Chandrayaan 2 orbiter locates Lander Vikram on the surface of the moon. And in US Open tennis, 3-time champion Rafael Nadal to take on Russia's Daniil Medvedev in men's singles final late tonight. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.